I think she got disconnected.
Just one moment.
I think Jill just got logged out, right?
Yeah, so just wait. Let's give her a chance to come back in.
I don't think she's gonna be able to come back in because we're at the maximum capacity right now.
I think they changed something, so it went live. So they changed something with the capacity.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so there's
live stream on
99.
YouTube now.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
we're
98
live on YouTube, but because I'm trying to log in using my iPad too, and it won't allow me to log in because it says that we're at the maximum capacity.
We hear you, Kenny.
I know. It's through my computer. I need my iPad to log in, but I can't log in.
We saw you a moment ago too.
I'm here, Auntie.
Kenny, it's Lauren. Go ahead and take over. I'll make some changes on the back end, but go
Okay.
ahead and take over, please. Thank you, Kenny.
Okay. All right. Hello, guys. Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to see you all. I know I wish we could see in person, but I mean, we gotta do
I'm
what
sorry,
we gotta
excuse
do.
me.
Right?
Jill is in the waiting room. Excuse me, Kenny Didi.
Okay.
Jill is in the waiting room waiting to get in.
Okay. She might not be able to get in. So, okay, we'll do without Jill for now. But okay. All right. This is our first class today, and I was asked to talk to you all today. And I feel like the first class will set the standard, right? I guess they chose me because I could be as harsh as I need to be because I don't see you guys every day. Okay, so I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna leave you guys alone. So hopefully I won't hurt anybody today. But let's just talk. Like today's training, it's nothing technical, but I feel like today we gotta make a very good promise to ourselves. Okay, you don't have to commit anything to the company. You don't have to commit anything to your leadership. You don't have to commit anything to anyone but to yourself. So I feel like, what do you want? What do you want to achieve throughout the Winners League starting today for next 6 weeks? Okay, it's your business that's gonna help our company to grow. But you have to understand, the company is gonna grow with or without you. But are you gonna grow with us? Is the question that you need to be able to answer it. Okay, so for next 6 weeks, what do you want to get out of it? And yes, a lot of people say, you know what, Kenny, I want to become a Builders Club. I want to be an FD runner. I want to get promoted to an FD, SFD. I want to do all of this. Do you have a goal? Do you have a specific goal? Okay, and what comes after it? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order for you to get that done? So, I mean, I wish I could use my iPad to write down some questions. But I mean, first thing first, because we are starting off a Winners League for next 6 weeks, I want you to write down, and I want you to have a very solid answer by tonight. What do you want? Just write it down. Like, it's a very simple question. What do you want in next 6 weeks? Very simple question. What do you want? Okay. If I were you, and if I'm a baby builder, meaning I'm in the process of building my business. I'm in the process of becoming a Builders Club, FD runner, SFD runner, so on and so forth. I will put specific numbers. I would like to recruit, let's say, 5 directs. I would like to recruit 2 doctors. I would like to have 1 CPA under my wing. I would like to have 2 firefighter, 1 police officer. I'll be very, very specific. But I will size up and I will draw out the picture that I would like to have. Okay. So And I'll say in next 6 weeks, my income, I would like to be able to generate, let's say, $20,000 commission. Okay, like be very specific. Okay, but I need it to be achievable. Achievable. I don't want any of you to come and tell me, Kenny, I want to make $100,000 in the next 6 weeks. Yes, there is a potential. There is a potential. There is a possibility, but then you don't want to gamble your life with possibility. You want to win most of the time. So what's achievable in next 6 weeks? And for most of you, I mean, I've seen people being able to make, I don't know, like, I mean, what's the highest commission that you ever made through Census? I've seen people making like $200 per transaction, all the way up to like $80,000 to $100,000. So yes, sky is your limit, but what's achievable within your market, within what you have done so far? Okay, so I'll be very specific. How many teammates you like to have? Income. How much you would like to make in next 6 weeks? Okay, and how would you want to wrap up this year? Because Winners League is not the end of your business; it's the beginning of your business. So it's gonna help you to kickstart it. Okay, so you have to put in everything that you got in next 6 weeks in order for your plane to take off. Okay, so after 6 weeks, where do you want to be? And if I'm not an FD and if I'm a junior builder, then I would like to be in a position where I could run for an FD by next year convention. In order for me to run for next year convention, right, what do I need to have? I need to have a solid 5 direct teammates, right? Those teammates should be going through licensing, right? Like I should be prospecting more. I'm gonna need more points. So, I mean, there's this whole guideline that I need to fully understand in order for me to design my 6 months, right? So that 6 months could be delivered if we prep the next 6 weeks very well. Okay, so if I were you, that's what I would do. And then once that's all answered, and I need you guys to spend some time tonight, and get those answers. And the next question will be why? Why? Why do you want to be an FD? Why should I promote you instead of him? Why should I promote her instead of him? Instead of her? Why you? Because you work hard? Because, I don't know, because you're putting in 10 hours a day? Like, why? But then you working hard doesn't really mean anything. I'm sorry. You working hard doesn't mean anything. And I say this all the time, and I'm pretty sure you heard me saying this during convention. I don't need your best. I don't need your best. Do what we tell you to do. And that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing that you ever have to do, because you have to follow a certain direction. And most of us are not comfortable with it. But then how are you gonna be comfortable and make all the money that you wanna make? You know, like who makes the most money in our entire company? John Kim, right? John Kim. Does he look comfortable? I mean, he's financially very comfortable. He's financially very comfortable. Is his lifestyle comfortable? He sleeps probably 3-4 hours a day. He speaks to probably 15 to 20 different managers every day. He does mentorship class every day. He's hustling every day. So he's not living a comfortable life, but he is financially very comfortable. So I want you guys to prep your mentality for next 6 weeks and be ready to be uncomfortable. Okay, be ready to be uncomfortable. It's okay. It's okay. You have to be uncomfortable. How many of you been on a diet? Most of you have been at least once, right? At least once you've been on a diet, right? Were you comfortable trying to lose weight? Right? But then the more comfortable you got, the more fatter you got. The less comfortable you were, the more weight you lost. Life is that simple. Life is that simple. Right? And I hate to tell you this because you all know this, but then I'm here to just send you a reminder that you're not going to be able to build comfortably. You're not going to be able to hit that 6-figure comfortably. Okay, so what are you willing to lose or sacrifice? And if you don't know what you need to lose, if you don't know what you need to sacrifice, that's fine. Just do what your trainer tells you to do. Because our business is that simple. Our business is not easy. It's not easy. I've been doing this for over a decade, and it's not easy, but it's very simple. It's very simple. Okay, so I need you guys to be very uncomfortable, and this is what I need you guys to do today. Again, okay, because everything's gonna set the standard today, and we're gonna all kick off today. Okay, set my goals. Be specific on what I want. Be specific on why I want. Okay, don't tell other people that you're gonna give your best. Be coachable. Be coachable. Take directions, follow through, okay? So from here, this is what I need you to do. I had very good meeting today with like potential clients, potential new recruits and everyone today. And this is what I told them. Everybody wants to be very successful. Right, and we all want to make money, and that's why we came to 1's, right? But are you okay without 1's? Will you be okay without 1's in the next 5 years? What other choices do you have? Okay, and some people you might have some other choices. Some people have no other choices. But I haven't seen anyone being successful when they had too many choices. Okay, I haven't seen anyone, seriously. Like, I could be wrong, but I've been to most of your hierarchy. I've trained most of the hierarchy, and I haven't seen anyone being successful when they had too many choices. So you gotta be able to burn all the bridges that you got. Okay, you gotta burn it. Okay, and be focused for the next 6 weeks and see if you can build or lay down a good foundation for you to survive in this industry. Okay? Because by the time you build your foundation, 2021 will be over. And I'm being very realistic with you. It's gonna fly by. By the time we're done with this Winners League, it's gonna be November. Thanksgiving is gonna come. Christmas is gonna come. And New Year is gonna hit. Okay? So how we wrap up our next 90 days, how we prepare our next 6 weeks will set the tone for next year. Okay? So I want you guys to really think about it, plan it out, burn all the bridges, okay? Talk to your uplines. If I were you, I'll harass my upline tonight. Set up a Zoom meeting and tell them, hey, this is what I want to achieve. This is what I want to do. How can you help me? What do I need to do? I'm all in. And give yourself to this career, to this opportunity. Give yourself 100%. Give yourself 100% for 90 days. Let that 6 weeks to be your preparation week and give yourself 90 days and give your all. And if it doesn't work out the way that you thought that you worked out, quit. Okay, don't do this. Either you're not good at it or the industry is not fit for you. So don't do it. But I promise you, if you stay disciplined, if you follow the direction, if you burn all the bridges and do what you're asked to do, whether you were happy throughout the process or not, the results will be there. The results will be there. But a lot of people quit in between because they don't like their trainer. They don't like this. Oh, it's raining today. Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, I gotta go to church. You know, like I'm gaining too much weight. Oh, like I need to go on vacation, whatever. Okay. But for next 90 days, no, like I need you to quit everything. Okay. Somebody told me once this, Kenny, how about you quit being a quitter? Okay. Like when was the last, like quitting is very easy. Because I could quit. Okay. So I need all of us to quit being a quitter and stick to the plan. Okay. Stick to the plan. This is what I need you to be passionate about. Okay. After everything is well organized, after everything is well organized, we need to move on to the next phase. Next phase is the game plan. The game plan. Right? So when you think about it, our business plan is very similar to what we do. And what we do is we do PFC, right? We do PFC. So what we do is actually very similar because when I sit down with my client, I identify their goals, I review their goal, I review their plan, and I review their solution and see if everything is all linked. Same thing with our business. I review your business goal. I want to see your action plan, and I want to see what the end result could look like. And I want to see if everything is all synced. If you want to make $10,000 a month, you got to bring in $10,000 worth of activities. If you want to become an FD runner, you have to do an activities that's related to FD runner. But then most of you have an issue following the direction, or sometimes you do on your own way, and it kind of gives you that false hope that you're doing well. And when the results are not there, you think, or you tend to blame somebody else. But then, like, you have to understand everything has a benchmark. Just like our PFC, like if I have any loan officers here or realtors, you know, in order for you to pull a certain amount of loan, you gotta generate a certain amount of income. Your expense has to be under a certain percentage. There is a benchmark for people to go based off of. Same thing. Like you wanna lose some weight. You're on a running machine. Do you know that your fat starts burning after you run about 45 minutes? So you gotta be a minimum on a treadmill. You gotta spend a good 45 minutes before your fat starts burning. But then what happens to you if you run only for 30 minutes and stop every day? You're running for 30 minutes every day. But then is your body fat being burnt? No. Physically, it starts burning after 45 minutes. So the important thing is for you to understand what's my benchmark that I need to follow. Okay, and I need you to really understand that. Okay, so once that's all organized, let me see if I can join the meeting again because I want to really write down a couple stuff for you guys. I might not be able to join. Hold on, give me a second. Ooh, it worked, perfect. Host, can you let me in? Okay, I'll wait until the host let me in. Once everything is all together, let's put some plans together, okay, and the game plan. For next 6 weeks, this is what we want to do. I want you to think about how you want to do it, but what you're going to be doing every day. So let's write down a couple of things. We all know this, right? We need to prospect and contact. Like we're so sick and tired of hearing this every day, but we have to do this every day. We have to do this every day. Prospecting and contacting, right? This is what I need you to do before you do prospecting and contacting, okay? Before you do prospecting, contacting, your trainer and trainee. And again, it sounds very simple, but then what do I mean by listing? List out the potential client, list out potential teammates, list out the suspects. How many of you have a list of your suspects? You gotta know who your suspects are. Okay, you have to know. You have to know who could be your potential teammates. You have to know who could be your potential clients. Okay, so I need you to do this process every day. And I'm sorry, but I don't care if you're an FD. I don't care if you're an SFD. I don't care if you're a seasoned SA. I don't care. During the first 6 weeks, I need you to have a trainer who's gonna walk you through every day and give you guidance about this every day. Because we need to reset the tone. We need to prospect the right people. We have no time to waste. You don't want to practice on somebody else's life. You don't want to just give it a shot. We want to win. We want to wrap up this year strong, right? So based on the goals that I have, if I were you, like my goals, if I was a brand new agent today, let's say I coded in today, I just got my license and I'm ready to go. And I'm here listening to this training. My goals, this is how my goals will look like in the next 6 weeks. One. Me personally, like I want to set the tone high. So I want to have minimum 5 personal teammates. Within this 5, in the next 6 weeks, I want to have at least 3 license holders within this 5. I want to have it. 2, I want to make minimum. It's not the point. I want to make minimum $20,000 in next 6 weeks in commission. So I want to see $20,000 being deposited to my bank by the time my winners league is over, minimum. Okay. This picture will make me look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. License. Okay. How many points do we need in order for us to become an FD? Right? Let's think about it. Right? Okay. And when I recruit these 5 personal teammates, I'm not gonna just recruit somebody. I'm gonna recruit somebody who's like me or better. What do I mean by that? I wanna recruit somebody who wants to make money. I wanna recruit somebody who wants to work. I wanna recruit somebody who can help me to advance. I wanna work with somebody who can help me to be successful. Okay? So if I can do this much, I'm gonna ask the same for all my teammates. So by you focusing on your prospecting and contacting, you can actually help yourself and your teammates to make money, and that will naturally get you all the points and requirements done for you to become an FD. So when you think about promotion, what I learned at the beginning of my career is that you never run for promotion. Promotion comes naturally to you. Okay, so how does that happen? Okay, by you doing your role. So what is your role is the question. What is your role for next 6 weeks as a trainer, What is your role in next 6 weeks as a trainee? Okay, so going back, prospecting and contacting. Okay. Okay, everybody's looking at all the screens, right? Right? We all want to make money, right? We all want to be successful, right? Most of us have a license, right? Let me ask you a very simple question. Okay, let me ask you a very simple question. The fastest way for anybody to make money, fastest way is for me to be able to market and prospect within my market. Okay, so it means that I have to do personal contacting, prospecting, I have to do personal PFC. In order for me to increase my volume and go a long way, I have to build. So we need to find a good balance. Okay, let me ask you this question for everybody who's been with Since. I don't care if you've been with us for over 5 years, 10 years, 1 month. How many of you have contacted and prospected everyone that you know? Raise your hand. Is everybody looking at the screen? Nobody. So what are you doing every day? You're so busy helping other people's loved ones' life. What about your loved ones? Okay. What about your loved ones? You don't care about them? You don't care about their retirement? You don't care about their family? You don't care about their finance? How about we all go back to our basics? How about we go back to our families? How about we go back to where we came from? How about we go back to the ones that we love? Sit down with them, prospect them well, help them to protect everything they got. How about we help them to build their retirement? How about you build your business by helping your loved ones to build their retirement? Instead of going out there and start prospecting everyone, how about you spend tonight, tomorrow dinner with the loved one and tell them what your business plan is gonna look like and that you want their support? Okay. How about you tell them that you want to protect their family, you want to protect their income, you want to protect their assets, you want to protect their dream? How about we sit down with them and say, hey, Helena, I know you had a big dreams and goals like 2 years ago that you talked about. How's that going? How about I help you and you help me so that we all can achieve our goals together? When was the last time you had this type of conversation with your loved ones? Like if anybody had this type of conversation yesterday, raise your hand. There's 1, there's 2, there's 2, 3, 4 out of 100. So what are we doing every day, guys? What are we doing? What are you doing? Okay. Let me ask you a very harsh question. Let's say all of us wants to make money, right? I mean, we all know make money, right? What have you done so far today that's commission related? Raise your hand. If you have an activity that's commission related today, raise your hand. Oh, that's better. That's better, right? But not everyone. Not everyone. So what are you doing today? What have you done? Right? And I need you to have this type of conversation with everyone, like every day with your trainer, with your prospect, with your client and everything. Because again, you don't have to die for this company. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna kill myself for this company, but I'm gonna kill myself to achieve my goal. And that's totally different. I'm sorry, this is being recorded, so I'm sorry, John. I'm not gonna kill myself for this company. I'm sorry. But if I achieve, and when I achieve my goal, that means that our company has grown that much. So I don't have to work for the company for us to grow. I just have to grow myself. I just have to generate more income. I have to recruit more teammates. I have to help my agents to make more money. And that overall helps our company to grow. In order for me to do that, I know I have to be laser focused on increasing teammates, increasing my commission. And in order for me to increase those two, all I know is that I have to be laser focused on contacting and prospecting. Nothing else. Nothing else. What else can you possibly do that can help you to increase your teammates or commission? What else can you do besides prospecting and contacting? What else? What else? You sitting down with your upline and venting how bad your day was, would that increase your commission? You grabbing your trainer and saying, oh my gosh, I called my friend, but then she's not responding back to my text. What did I wrong? Is that gonna help you with your new teammates? And I'm sorry, I mean, it could sound very harsh, like, hey, and I do have emotions too, right? But I need us to be laser focused, because one thing that I learned is emotion doesn't pay my bills. My emotions does not take care of my bills. But I also learned that whenever I got too emotional, my business slowed down. My business slowed down. So you need to have something to look after. Like you need to have like a little bit of a vision stretch. Okay, so where do you want to be in 2022? Where do you want to be in 2022? Okay, I had one PFC just before this with one of our clients / new agent, and I told her, are you gonna be okay next year? Are you seriously gonna be okay next year? As is. She said no. Okay, that's a good start because at least you're admitting. What are you willing to do starting now in order for us to make a change? How much income are we talking about? What do we need? How much activity are we talking about? Right? And are you ready to take direction? Okay, are you ready to take direction? You know, like there's a saying that in order for you to be successful, you must listen to 3 women. Have you heard that before? There are 3 women in your life that you must listen. First one is your mom. Listen to your mom. Second, listen to your wife. Third, listen to your navigation. Okay? How many of you argue with your navigation? Like you want to go to Vegas and he's telling you to take, I don't know, 15 north from LA, and you're like, no, I feel like taking 15 south. Drive 30 hours, see if you're gonna get to Vegas. Okay? And it's just like that. Our business is that simple. You have to listen, and regardless of your emotion, regardless of how you feel, you have to be willing to take that direction and carry on. Carry on. Your navigation could tell you to make the right turn, but if you don't execute it, guess what? You're gonna end up at the wrong place. So emotion out, laser focus, contacting and prospecting, for what? For what? Let me tell you how I started this business and what I wanted it at the end of the day, okay? It was 11 years ago, right? And when I graduated from college, I had different options. You know, I wanted to, my initial career path was I wanted to become a CPA because I had an auditing and finance experience from the military. So I wanted to become a CPA and then eventually become a CFO. And then I wanted to have my own company and COO and everything. So I was drawing that career path. But something was telling me that being an employee would not satisfy me. Okay. So I wanted to have my own career. I wanted to have my own business. And I came to Senses. Okay. I wanted to make a lot of money. I didn't know how. So I did it. I tried everything. I did cold call. I walked into all these liquor stores, business owners. I told them who I was. I wanted to provide them service. I did everything that you can possibly think about. Emailing, mailing out, seminars, cold calling, like you name it, I've done it. And it didn't work out that well. It didn't. Because I didn't understand the game. Okay? We're not in a sales game. And I need you to understand that. If I was selling a pen, if our company was selling a pen, I would have been very successful by doing those marketing strategies. But then we're talking about somebody's money. We're talking about somebody's future, which is intangible. So we have to understand that every business that we do is based off of what? Trust and understanding. Plus credential, plus expertise, plus experience. You have to be professional. So how are you gonna give me, or how are you gonna be open-minded about opening your entire book if you just ran into me? It doesn't matter if I graduated from Harvard. It doesn't matter if I'm the smartest person on earth. You will not trust me. Okay? And that's why we have the triangle of trust. That's where the triangle came from, right? Because we have a client, we have you, and we have a trainer. Okay? You and the client has a trust, right? There is a business trust here, or we call it a professional trust, right? And it is my job to get connected with the trainer so that we can create this triangle. Doesn't matter how hard you try, we have to understand the game of the business. And this business is based off of somebody's trust or leveraging my trust. Helping the ones that I care, helping the ones that I loved. Okay? So in order for this perfect triangle to get connected, you and your client cannot be a cold market. How am I gonna trust Elaine if I just ran into her in a Starbucks? I just met her. I'm not gonna tell her that I have my 401k. I'm not gonna tell her that my profession, that I have a house. No, I just met her. But we're all American, right? I'm gonna say, yeah. That sounds very nice. Wow, you're very professional. Yes. Well, give me a call. Right? I'll give you my phone number, and it will never happen. Everything based on trust. You have to trust your client. Your client has to trust you. So that connection is there, right? What's the second connection that's important? You have to trust your trainer, and your trainer has to trust you. And when I say you have to trust your trainer, I don't mean that you have to trust your trainer personally. I'm talking about the company, the system, the service, the product, the benefits, how money works, how insurance works, how living benefit works, how compound interest works, how tax advantage is way better than tax now. Does that make sense? So are you synced with your client and with the company? Because when everything is synced, the appointments go very, very well. But when something is off, it's usually the trust between you and your client, or the trust between you and the company. But when everything is synced, most of the appointments goes well. And I'm pretty sure most of our trainers could vouch for that, because you have experienced that before. Okay? So again, so going back to where we came from, what do you have to do in the next 6 weeks then? I will contact and prospect the ones that I trust and that I love. I will open my own market. I will focus on protecting and building their family, protecting and building their income, protecting and building their asset, protecting and building their dreams. Okay. You know, like how many of you have watched the movie Pursuit of Happiness? Chris Garner is there, right? He was one of our guest speakers, right? The best thing, when I was sitting next to Chris Garner, the best thing that he ever said to me was, Kenny, you got a dream, you got to protect it. And that was on the script on the movie, right? He told me straight up, kid, you got a big dream, right? I was like, yes, sir. You got to protect it. But this is what he also told me, Kenny, it takes a lot of money to protect it. So you got to make money. It takes a lot of money to protect your dream. So you got to make a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to protect your family. So you got to make a lot of money. So it comes down to all the money. Okay? So making money, prospecting, contacting will get you that money. It will help you to build that commission. It will help you to build your agency. You become an FD, SFD. And then what? And then what? What happened? How many of you heard about acquisition before? We all heard about acquisition, right? So what happens after acquisition then? You're done? Quick, I'm done? Like, what do you see in this company, guys? What do you see? Okay, I want you to be able to see yourself being part of FVC group. I want you to envision yourself. And again, this is not for everyone. There might be somebody within our group right now who's here to make additional $1,000. Good. I'm not gonna push somebody to make 10,000 when all you need is $1,000. And you have to understand that. Okay. Just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean that you have to do it. Just because somebody is running for an FD doesn't mean you have to run it. But you have to know exactly what you want. But then if I want to be part of the company, if I want to take a role, if I want to progress, if I want to advance and get to the top, what is the top? It's DFDs and above, right? It's FVCs, right? So what is it that you can do? What are the talents that you got that could be an asset that we can add a value into the current group is the question that you need to answer. Okay. Like me, 10 years ago, I found my spot 10 years ago. And my spot was this. 10 years ago, our company was fairly small. We were fairly small. John Kim, as you know, he's not too fluent in English. He thinks that he is, but he's not. Okay. He has his specialty saying, right? If you don't understand, that's your problem. It's never his problem. Okay. But when I came to Census 10 years ago, I saw that we were lacking Korean and English speaker, so bilingual. We were lacking that. We wanted to scale our business. We wanted to expand. But back then, most of the trainers in our headquarters Gardena office, they were married and they had kids. So they weren't able to move around. Okay. I was single, so I could move around. I was bilingual, and I wanted to grow. I was dying to grow. So I offered that, and I wanted that position. And I didn't see that many young people back then. So I wanted to be that young generation leader so that people can come see me and I could give them the guidance. because I was there. I've been there. I've done it. Does that make sense? So I was able to see my position, and I wanted that. I wanted that. Okay. Where do you want to be in senses? Where would you plug yourself in our current picture so that it will add value to the company? We still lack young generation. Okay, I know y'all young and pretty, beautiful. I know, but then let's be realistic. How many of you are in your 20s and 30s? Right, we're young. I'm not saying you're old. I'm not saying you're old. Don't get me wrong. We're all young. Okay, but realistically, okay. I told John Kim one day, John, census will be gone in next 10 years. He's like, why? Because you're old. You're old, John. 10 years later, you're gonna be 70. Okay? So we need young generation. Okay? We call it young blood. We need young blood. Okay? Why am I the youngest DFD and EFD and above? Why can't we have another 25 years old who becomes an EFD? Why can't we have somebody who's 19 years old making $250,000 in our company? Why not? Why are we not thinking like that? Okay. If you're a business owner, if you own a Starbucks right now, don't you rather have a young college student to serve your clients? I'll do that. Right? I'll do that. I'll give them much more salary because they're gonna help me to grow my business. And just because I said it doesn't mean that you should forget about everyone else and go after the 20s and youngsters. No, don't do that. No. But then what's your specialty? Let's say I'm looking at Janice right now. You're on my screen. I've never met her. But then let's say your specialty is you can gather people. You're good at gathering people. Good. Then when was the last time you gathered those people? So when you gather, who's gonna come to that meeting and present on behalf of you for your business? Okay, I see Nicole here. What is your game plan? What is your specialty? Let's say you're good at one-on-one. How many one-on-ones have you done today? Why not? 2? Why not 4? 4? Why not 10? Like, why do you limit yourself? Okay, I know Auntie. We all know Auntie Virginia, right? We all know Auntie, right? And I'm very proud to say that she's our youngest hearted, oldest FD in the entire company.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is older than her.
No.
And her prospecting energy, it's like off the roof. But then she has a very specific assignment that she does it every day, which is gathering people and prospecting. Okay, so what is your role then? I see Angela here. I never saw her before. So what is your role, right? What is your role? And are you doing that every day? And your role cannot be the same. It could be similar, but it cannot be the same. Okay. Let's see Benjamin here. I mean, there's Matthew. I mean, there's so many people that I've never met. Okay. But I know one thing, that we all have one thing in common. We all here to make money. Agree? Why? Why? And me, going back to my story, like 10 years ago, I had a very simple goal. I wanted to drive a nice car. When you're 25 years old, when you are single, you have no kids, no financial responsibility, your goal is to make money and spend it. And I happen to have a very good taste on cars. So I wanted to drive a very expensive car. Okay, me worrying about, oh my God, what will happen to my older sister? What will happen to my family, my parents when I die? Like, I don't care. They're well off. They're richer than me. So financially, I had no attachment with them. But I need something that's gonna kick me every day. like wake me up, get me out of the bed, and push me every day. And to me, it was as simple as driving the nicest car. So I set up a goal, I hustled, and now when I hit certain income, I rewarded myself with that nice car. Okay, I rewarded myself. I didn't just work for money. No, I enjoyed making money. Okay, I enjoyed hanging out with the right people. I enjoyed having conversation with successful people. Okay, I wanted to surround myself with people who's gonna help me to be successful. Okay, are you doing that every day? And that needs to happen every day. No vacation, guys. No vacation. No vacation until you hit that goal. Okay. If you want to try what I do, like here are some recommendations. Since I started making six figure, the year before I made my six figure, this is what I did, and I believe that that really helped me to make my six figure. Instead of me listing down a new year resolution, what I did was I made a list of what not to do. So I made myself what not to do list until I hit $100,000. And when I hit that $100,000, I made myself what not to do list until I make $200,000. And it was as simple as this. I was 26 back then, guys. So you have to follow me. When you're 26, there's a lot of parties going on over the weekend. So I told myself, no drinking during weekdays, no partying overnight, no vacation, no TV. Like those are the main things. I'll wake up at 7 in the morning. I'll work on the weekends. So no resting. And that was just me when I was 26. Okay, so I was being a little harsh on myself, but then I wanted to push myself, and I wanted to see if I could actually make it happen. And it did come true. It did. Not by myself. There was a lot of people who helped me out. Okay. What about you? What do you have to put on your not to do list? Okay. I don't know. Like some people, I don't know, maybe too much shopping, too much dramas, too many, I don't know, like maybe you golf too much, maybe you sleep too much, maybe you read too much, maybe you go on vacation too much. But you gotta put yourself in check. And that's the hardest thing that you ever have to do. I have one of the largest TV that you can possibly think about in my living room. I don't remember when was the last time I turned it on. That's like a furniture in my living room. I don't watch it. I don't even have a cable in my house. I just have a TV because I don't like having an empty wall. Okay, but I don't mind it. I don't mind not watching a TV. I don't mind not partying with my friends. But I enjoy my income. I enjoy doing the right things for my family. I enjoy driving my nice car. I enjoy living in a nice place. I enjoy being able to buy what I need to buy when I have to buy. Does that make sense? Okay. And I've been doing this for the past 11 years. You know, I was talking to somebody last night and she was like, but Kenny, you know, like, it seems like you're always, you know, like you're making money easy, you know, you're making easy money. I'm like, do you want me to tell you how easy it is? Like, you want me to tell you how easy I worked for the past 11 years? How about we start off by sleeping 4 hours a day? How about we start off with you taking 95 flights in 2019? How about you living off of 150 nights at the hotel every year? How about you moving 11 times for the past 10 years? That sounds nice, right? How about no vacation? No Thanksgiving, no Christmas, no New Year's? My parents are in Korea. How about you not visiting your parents because you're not making so much money? That sounds very nice, right? And that's how I lived. But now I enjoy every second of my life. I enjoy every bit of my commission because I've earned it. And the best part is the fact that it could only go up. Do you guys know that our commission is also indexed? It's indexed. Once it goes up, it doesn't come down, but it can only go up. And when you build, it's like Barclay. You get the 80% kick. It's like Barclay. Okay? And for those of you who know product, you know exactly what I mean. Right? Is that what you want? Again, you don't have to do what I did. I want you to do better and more. That's what the company promised me 11 years ago. When I interviewed with John 11 years ago, when I was rookie without a license, very, very rookie, I had no idea what I was talking about. All I asked John was, John, I want to become a millionaire. Can you help me? Can I be like you, John? And this is what he told me. Kenny, why would you want to be like me? You're 25 years younger than me. You should do better than me. You should make more money than me. Let me be the foundation for you to step up, but you should be better than me. And yes, I can help you to do that. And I went all in. I asked him, what are the chances of me making it, John? He said, 1%. That's enough. I decided to give my 100% to that 1% possibility because there were no other job that will give me that 1% potential. Because every other job that I interview had 0% possibility. Okay. I did some math last night for today's training. And my first job that I was offered back in 2010 was from like KPMG, Ernst & Young, Samsung, LG, Schwab, Merrill Lynch. Like those are the companies that I interviewed. So the highest salary that I was offered was about $65,000 10 years ago with 401k, dental and health insurance. 65,000. I'm looking at my colleagues' income right now. And through promotion and everything, right now they're averaging about $150,000 a year. Okay? So for the duration of 10 years, most of them have made about $700,000 to $800,000. That's a lot of money if you think about it, right? I'm glad that I didn't take that job because I tripled that. And I'm not bragging about it. There are people who quadrupled it. Okay, there are people who quadrupled it who did way better than me. But I'm glad that I didn't take that job 10 years ago because I tripled it. Do you know any other job that will help you to triple it? Be my guest. Take that job. Take that job. And I wanted to give my all to that 1%. That's how simple it was. Does that make sense? So what do you want, guys? How many of you are ready to move to a bigger house, nicer house? Change your car, change your bank account, add another zero to it. Be a debt-free. Be ready to send your kids college tuition free. How many of you are ready to retire next 5 years, 10 years? How many of you are ready to help other people, save other people's life, save their family, their income, their assets, help them to buy a new house? How many of you are ready to help yourself? Most of us are, right? So how about we do it for once? How about we actually do it? Because all of us I need us to commit to all of us. Okay, and I'll tell you the sad story. Not every single one of you will make it. That's life. That's life. Okay, but I know when you follow it, you're gonna be able to achieve it. You might not like it. You might not like the process, but we have a very higher chance. When everything else was zero, this was my 1%. Okay? Do you see yourself being able to achieve your goal? I hope you do, because it did to me. And it's still work in progress. I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm hustling every day. I'm hustling every day. I'm working every day. Okay, and I know you can do it too. You know, like I hate to say this, but you know, like in our company, there are Koreans and there are Americans, right? So like me, I'm a Korean American. I was born in Korea, but I'm a U.S. citizen, so I'm an American as well, and I serve for this country. I didn't serve for Korea. I serve for this country, so I'm an American. I hate to see when the volume wise, because we're DFTs and above, so we talk about numbers and everything. Most of the time, the Korean side has higher number than Americans. And you'll be very surprised that most of the Koreans don't speak English. As far as I know, there are more Americans in America than Koreans. Last time I checked, I live in United States of America, not United States of Asia. So how come there are more clients? How come there are more Asian numbers than American numbers? And I thought about it, and my conclusion was we're immigrants. We feel like we're immigrants, and we have this survivorship mode. We gotta survive, and none of us wanna go back to where we came from, because this is our American dream. For us Americans, we were born in this country, so we take this opportunity for granted. But it should be easier for you to achieve your American dream because it is your dream. For us, we're immigrants. Okay, so what's stopping you? If nothing's stopping all these Asians, what's stopping you? How many of you don't speak English? How many of you don't have US citizen? How many of you do not have social security number? None, right? So what's your problem again? What's your problem? You're too lazy, maybe? Maybe you're satisfied, but I know you're not satisfied. That's why you're here today. I know you're not satisfied. That's why you're here. So when you're gonna start? I say now, like today. I don't care what you have done so far. I don't care about your experience. I don't care where you come from. I don't care how much money you have in your bank. I just don't care. How about we all start from here, from scratch? And we laser focus on prospecting and contacting the right person until you hit your first $1,000. How about we all start making $1,000? So when you make the 1,000, it's gonna become 5,000. When you make 5,000, you become 10,000. Me personally, I can help you to make up until 300,000. I cannot help you to make $500,000 because I don't make $500,000 myself right now. I don't. So I'm sorry. But I can help you to make 300,000. How many of you like to make 300,000? Most of you, right? How many of you like to make $300,000 as a passive income? Right? Like I had an interview at 2:00 today, and he was an engineer, and he was like, "Oh, I make about $250,000." I was like, "Wow, good for you." You know, how long did it take you? It was like 15 years. Like, wow, good for you. Make $250,000. That's good for you. And he was like, "So Kenny, how much money do you make?" I was like, "I average about 300,000." I was like, but you're hustling so hard. And I'm like, not as much as you. I could go on vacation next year and I still get 300,000. You go on vacation next week, you go broke. So my $300,000 is valued at about 3 million. You $250,000 is $250,000. That's the power of building, right? Don't you want to raise that? Do I have any business owners here? Do I have any business owner? Okay, like Tony, right? Okay, business owner. In order for you to receive $300,000 a year as a passive income, how much do you need to invest in the business? How much?
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
Oh, 10 million? I mean, say 10 times that maybe?
Around about 10 times, right? So 300,000 about 10 times, like 3 million, minimum 3 million. Do you know how much I pay in order for me to be in this business?
$100.
Thank you. $100. $100. So my rate of return is pretty crazy, right? But then your rate of return should be pretty crazy as well. Right? So what do you want out of this? I want you to be very specific. Again, I'm still hustling to become a millionaire, and I know I'm gonna get there one day. Okay? But I wanna first clear my $500,000. And I'm determined to clear my $500,000 next year. Like literally, excuse my language, but I'll shoot myself if I don't make $500,000 next year. Like I'm gonna kick myself so hard. Like I'm gonna need to leave my my living benefit next year. Like that's how determined I am next year. Okay? But I want that $500,000 to come in as a passive income, not as an active income. But what about you? Okay? A lot of companies are talking to us, like Census, like we are one of the largest IMO nationwide, like F&G, Emeritus, Anico, like all these companies are coming after us. They want to see our business. They want to value our business. They want to acquire us. Things are happening with or without you. So can you get the most out of it? Can you get the most out of it? Not for the company, not for your upline, not for John Kim, no, for yourself. For yourself. Okay? How about we build our own income? How about we build our own asset? How about we build our own retirement plan? How about we build our own dream? And how about we protect it all? That sounds good, right? It sounds good. And it starts from you. You don't need me to tell you what you need to do. You don't need your trainers to tell you what you need to do. Prospecting, contacting. But let's do it right with a higher rate of return, meaning let's have a winning mentality, winning ratio. So 2 is better than 1. So let's team up together. Let's team up together. Okay? And I feel like we could dominate in 2022. We can dominate. I want to see, let's say, Lisa telling me, Kenny, oh my gosh, this year I made my $250,000. I'm buying my dream house. I would love to hear that from you. I want to hear from Nadia. Kenny, you know what? I skipped $250,000. I'm making $400,000. I would love to hear that from her. I want to hear from Jill Johnson. Hey, Kenny, you're EFT, but guess what? I'm FVC now. Like, I mean, I'll hate her for like 5 minutes, but I'll still give her a hug, you know? But why not? Did you guys know that there was a DFD who got promoted from FD? She was an FD yesterday. Today, she's DFD. She skipped SFD. She skipped SFD. How about that? How about that? Okay? We're not a normal job. You don't have to make 10,000 to 20,000 to 30,000. You go from 0 to 300,000 if you want to. My first year commission, I probably made like less than 10,000 because I didn't work. So I don't blame anyone but myself. But guess what? Second year, I hit my 6 figures. I went from 0 to 6 figure in 1 year. So if I could do it, you could do it. And I'm telling you, we can teach you how to do it. But you got to use us. We got to work as a team. Is that fair? Is that fair? Right? We don't need nobody to motivate us. We don't need nobody to kick our butt. We know exactly what we need to do. We know exactly why we need to do. Let's just do it. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. Okay? I know most of you are not FD, most of you are not SFD. Skip it. Skip it. Okay? You have no retirement? Have a retirement. Okay? You want to get a bigger house? Get a bigger house next year. And sometimes you got to be a little wild. You got to go a little crazy. Okay? But burn all the bridges. Can we burn all the bridges? And maybe your bridge could be your spouse. Maybe your bridge is the savings that you have in your bank account. Okay? Because this one question could shift your mindset, and I'm going to end this. Ask yourself this question. Ebony, I'm looking at you right now. Let's say you have savings, right? Say yes, you have savings, right? So let's say when you code it in with census, you have to give your entire savings to census. And let's say that was your investment to census. Would you have done the same activities that you have done in the past 7 days? I think you would have tripled your activities. Because now your life is dependent on it, right? I need every single one of you to have that mentality for the next 6 weeks. How many of you heard about act like CEO for you to become a CEO? Act like a millionaire. But then that doesn't mean just talk. No, they're talking about your mentality. Have a business owner mentality. Act like you own it. Act like you own it. Philip, if you are the CEO of Census, what have you done differently today? There's so many things that you would have done differently. But if you don't do it now, you'll never become the CEO. So do it now. Do it now. It's that simple. Okay? So I want everybody to be ready. Wrap up this 2021. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Quit everything that you need to quit. Quit. Quit everything. You got to identify what you need to quit and quit. Don't give me your best. Do what we tell you to do. It's that simple. Stick to it for 90 days. Stay disciplined. Kick yourself every day until you hit what you want to hit. And to me, that was an income. And when you hit that income, reward yourself. Reward yourself. And kick it again. Kick it again. Okay? I feel like 2021, we could wrap it up very strong. I want to see so many different new leadership from our side, from this side. Like, I don't know, like I'm looking at Kendra, Michelle, why can't you be the next FVC? Did any of your upline told you that you have to go through the steps? You have to become an SA and then FD. How about you telling your upline, hey, you know what? I'm going to skip over you. Do you guys know that I skip over all my uplines? And they all quit. Hey, they quit the wrong time. If my upline was still here, he would be overriding me at least $150,000 a year. He's gone. Gone. But I surpassed them. I surpassed all of them. And I liked that game. I liked that game. So why not you? Ryan, I'm looking at you, Ryan, Hawaii. What's going on in Hawaii? The weather is too good for you to chill? Are you having too much tequila and Corona? Huh? Why not? Why can't you be an FVC before JDFT? Is Jay stopping you? Because I'll tell John. So who's stopping you? Nobody. So stop stopping yourself. Okay? We good? Okay? Everybody's gonna support you for next 6 weeks. Your uplines, the entire company's upline, FVCs, John, admin, everything that we got, we're gonna pour into this for next 6 weeks. And I'm telling you the truth right now, Not everybody's gonna make it, but I hope that's not you. I want you to make it. I want you to prove me wrong, that every single one of you could survive and you're gonna make it. Does that make sense? I'll be available, just like every other leadership. If there's anything that I could do to help, reach out to your upline, let them know that you want to talk to me, that you want to do an interview, that you want to do whatever that you want me to do for you to grow. I'm available. I'm gonna only be available for next 6 weeks as well. Okay, but I'm here just like everyone else to help you to be successful. So let's kick it, let's run it, but let's wake up and get to work. We're good? We're good? Right? Perfect. Jill, you want to pick it up from here?
I do. Kenny, ED, thank you so much for sharing everything with us today. We don't have an opportunity to get to see or talk to you. I think today was a fabulous start. Yes, everyone, let's give Kenny our love. And the way we pay that love forward, he offered himself. The way we pay that love forward is how? We implement. We put down our list in our chat rooms. We talk about what is our give up list? What is it that we're going to move out the way so we can finish strong? He said, I'm sorry, everyone's not going to make it. But he said, it was amazing what he said. That 1%, he put 100% into that 1% and burnt his bridge and never looked back. Never looked back. So we all, if I'm sure a lot of us came into this with more than 1% potential. What if we came in with 2 or 3% potential? And in 10 years, we became FVC. I think 300,000 passive FVC money. I think I can do that. I think I could give up a lot for 10 years. What do you think? But it has to start today. Okay, these are the real stories you're going to get for the next 6 weeks, where the leadership is going to extend themselves to you, but you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Okay, let me just go to my screen. I'm sorry, guys. Last time had a problem. Hold on, real quick. Okay, so what does it look like for 15 for 15? What it looks like is our 15 for 15 runners. If you're not running Winners League, you are 15 for 15 runner. As Kenny ED said, it doesn't matter where you are in the business. You need a trainer to go through your list, because we are going to help you identify the right people to talk to and give you the right track talk, so you are not wasting time. What is required of an appointment that counts? Well, it needs to be a proper, your understanding your money matters. It needs to be a PFC. It needs to be a recruit appointment. So it needs to be a proper appointment. We're not counting skinships. What is the expectation for 15 for 15 graduates? That you finish with 2 personal recruits minimum, that you finish with 10,000 points submitted personal minimum, and that you complete that 15 field training worksheet that's in the back. Why is that important that you complete that 15 field training worksheet? Somebody unmute and tell me why that's important.
You can't measure what you don't track.
That's true, Auntie. What else?
Trying to confirm proper points.
Keeping track of points. I'll take that. What else?
The SFD can sign off at the end.
SFD can sign off at the end. Let me tell you guys why it's important. Your brand new people that you're going to recruit, these 2 personal recruits, in order for them to believe this can happen, don't you need to show them your evidence? Because everybody walks in like, oh, I don't know about, does this thing really work? Yeah, it does. Look what I did. This is what I did, but I did it in 2 weeks. I did it in 3 weeks. I did it in 4 weeks. See, it's your time to show people what you did. And then since you did it, that you can expect them to do it. So it's really important you don't take these 15 field trainings lightly, and that you make sure you show your money matters, your PFC and your recruit appointments, and that your SFD signs that off. Now, the due date on that is going to be 11/12/21. For all of our 15 for 15 graduates that meet all this criteria with the sign off from the SFD, you will receive a prize. You will receive a prize, okay? And then let me go to Winners League. For our Winners League, a little different this time. Graduation is going to be based on submission, 6 cases minimum with 42,000 points or more. 1,000 point per recruit. There is no limit. There is no limit to the amount of recruits you can have. So the secret is to that 42,000 is, can you bring in 42 personal recruits? I do believe if you brought in 42 personal recruits, they all will count and your business will go bananas, okay? So just be thinking, how do you graduate? There's no exception. There's no reason why everyone can't graduate. Worksheets as well are due on 11/12/21. Now, there's going to be a pool, of course. We already talked about that. There's going to be a jacket. We love our jackets. But more importantly, guys, there was a leader today that shared with you his journey. The experience of how he came into this business and how he took that 1% and turned it into more than 190%. I heard I've never heard his story. I remember him going back and forth, but 195 nights that you stayed away from your house, that you didn't sleep in your bed, to be able to build a company from the ground floor up, from where we started, my hat is off to him. But my question is, who's next? There's a whole lot of terrain for us to go out after. Who's next? And it's going to start. We're going to build it from here. We're going to build our first FD going to FVC. We're going to build our first one starting today. All right. So guys, don't forget, we have a different time. I know we have lots of people on different time zones. Make sure that everybody's plugged in 6 p.m. PST time. We did have some people that weren't able to get on. We are going to lock our, our Zoom after 6:05. The expectation is that everybody remembers the courtesy conversations that I talked about earlier, that you can take a picture of. I don't have them, but that you can take a picture of, or we'll post it. We don't want you to be late. We don't want you to have unexcused absences. We want to make sure you're on by 5:55 and cameras on, please. All right. So guys, if you have any questions, please reach out to your SFDs. It was great seeing you tonight. Thank you, Kenny ED, so much for that knock us out talk. We're ready to get it and go to work. See everyone later. Have a good rest of the week. Let's prospect, contact. That's the only thing that matters. Prospecting and contacting. Yes?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go, Census.